Welcome back to Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're diving into a full top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We're going to start from the higher time frames, work our way down to the lower time frames, and check to see if we find any good setups. Now remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Alright guys, currently it's about 2 p.m. Eastern time. The price of Bitcoin is about $112,350. And let's actually start off with the monthly. We still have about 10 days before this closes. Something I want you guys to keep in mind is that the stochastics here, we're on the way up. I'm starting to see a little curvature here. I'm not liking that. This means that we could probably roll over. That's going to be very bearish. The 21 moving average is at 78,990. And so far right now we have tweezer tops. And every time we've had tweezer tops, we usually have another red candle the following month. You see here, tweezer tops, boom, red candle. Tweezer tops, boom, red candle. Let's see what ends up happening here. Maybe we could eat some of this wick and get a little bit bullish, turn this red candle green in the next 10 days. That's the best case scenario. Now the 2-week chart, this one also closes in about 10 days, and I'm already seeing some curvature. We haven't been able to get above this dotted line of the stochastic RSI. 21 moving averages at 100,757. So it kind of looks like we do want to start heading down. Yesterday, this candle on the weekly was showing a wick from the bottom. Now we ate up that wick. We're even getting below these wicks over here. 21 moving averages at 105,214. We still have 3 days and 6 hours before this closes, but I mean, look how much room the stochastics have to go down. The 21 moving average is right there. We could easily come down and touch that. So again, it's looking bearish. 6-day, 5-day, and 4-day, they're pretty much on the way down still. You can see the 4-day still has room to come down. The 3-day was the one that was looking bullish before when we were curving up. Then all of a sudden we rolled over. We lost the 21 moving average. This closes in about a day and 6 hours. This looks like it's going straight to the 50 moving average at 104,284. 2-day chart also rolling over here. We already lost the 21. We're trying to get to the 50 moving average, which is 111,280. Now on the daily yesterday, we were getting a green candle. That was looking good. I was hoping we were going to be able to come back up. But look, now we have this big red engulfing candle for the day. Still have about 5 hours, 6 hours before this candle closes, but we're touching the 80 moving average at 112,246. We lose that. The next line of defense is the 100 moving average, this blue line at 111,096. And God forbid we lose that, we're probably going to go straight down to this 200 moving average, which is at 100,527. Now I was hoping that this could have been an inverted head and shoulder, left shoulder head. And maybe we're making the right shoulder, but if we close pretty much below 111,950, that kind of negates this head. So the only thing that could be possibly now is a double bottom, one bottom, and then two bottom, and then we could go up. So this is what I see next that could help us get out, but things are still looking bearish. The only thing that's bullish is that the stochastics are resetting, but we still might be here a couple of days rounding out before we can go back up. And again, that doesn't guarantee we could go back up. We could also roll back down. Now, the 22-hour chart was looking kind of bullish yesterday. The stochastics, as you can see, have reset. They were pointing up. But if we zoom in, I'm kind of starting to see some type of curvature here. Could we roll over here? We roll over there, it's a wrap, guys. I think we're probably going to go to 110 or probably go lower. Again, this double bottom could save us here. We have the 200 moving average. We're very close at 111,023. But the problem is, if we break this 200 moving average, look at the next thing on the chart is the daily. That means we're probably gonna go for this 200 moving average. That's what I don't want. Now we look at the 8-hour chart. Stochastics were low. We were on the way up. Boom. Now we're rolling over again. And we're pretty much losing this 200 moving average. This is not bullish, guys. This is all bearish. 4-hour chart. This was the cup and handle play here. Once again, I had this in the flag. We got out with this double bottom cup and handle play. We got out. We came back down. And like I said, if we lose this bottom, we still have we're like testing it right now. We lose this bottom, we're definitely probably going to go a little bit lower. We're probably going to go to this inside of this rising wedge that I have on the weekly here. As you guys can see here, I have this overall and a big rising wedge that could break us out to 155. But if we break down below that double bottom that happened a few days ago, we're probably going to get back to this rising wedge. And this rising wedge technically is a bearish pattern. If we break out, it breaks out parabolically. That's why I'm thinking it could go to 155. But if we break back in, then we can actually break down. And that's going to be very bad. This is actually a 68% chance that a rising wedge breaks down. So I was going with a 32% chance that we were going to go up just because, you know, things were looking bullish. But now going back to the 4 hour, we need to hold this, and maybe we're making a overall bigger double bottom. This double bottom is one bottom, and now we're making some type of other bottom, and from here we could go back up. What I'm not liking though is that, look at the stochastics, they're rolling over, we're on the way down. The RSI is dragging on the bottom, so maybe we could come back up soon. That's what I'm hoping for, but right now things are just looking bearish. 2 hour chart, stochastics are on the way down. 1 hour chart, stochastics could not make it back up. Look, we're rolling over, we're below all the averages pretty much. This looks really bad. 15-minute chart, stochastics are low. It looks like we want to go back up, but by the time we get up here, will we have enough strength to get above all of these averages? And even if we do, we're just going to be probably like at 113, maybe tops 114. So today's not looking too good. Tomorrow, Jerome Powell does speak, and last time he spoke, everything went down. So who knows what he's going to say tomorrow. Once again, a lot has to do with what he's going to be saying tomorrow, the direction in which Bitcoin is going to go. Everything's looking bearish. Maybe he's dovish, he says something that's good, the markets like it, and we're back at 117, and now we're talking about, oh, are we gonna break 125, 127? But if he comes out tomorrow hawkish and starts talking stuff that we don't want to hear, we're probably going to break 110, to be honest. And once you break 110, you're in that territory now where, oh, we're gonna test 100, you break 100, we're in the 90s, all of a sudden you're back in the 80s. Like, this could happen in the blink of an eye. We've seen this happen multiple times on Bitcoin, coming down very fast and also going up very fast. So overall, guys, right now I just see Bitcoin still in this range of 110 through 120. But if we break that 110 due to Jerome Powell tomorrow, then I could see us going down and testing 104, 102, 105, things like that. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.